Levy, I have now watched 10 minutes of your video. You have still not gotten to the point. Clickbait! I'm gonna call all my friends and tell them you lied. You know what your friends are gonna tell you? Nothing. Get some friends first. Black is down 18 points of material, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Wandering King. King D2. You don't have to worry about this, all right? You guys have to worry about not losing your queen in like the first 10 moves. United States takes on Georgia, and E4, not the state, by the way. Just gotta tell the Americans that there's a country named Georgia, you know? C5, Europeans know, you know, people from all over the world know. I'm just saying. A lot of you actually wrote comments that you don't like my tank tops. You think they're unprofessional, you think it's loungewear, you think I gotta wear, you know, more appropriate clothing. And I'm a serious guy, so I took your feedback in stride. I was reading through what you had to say, and starting tomorrow, I'm gonna continue wearing whatever it is that I want. It's none of your business. He is up 70 minutes on the clock. 1 hour and 10 minutes for the numerically, struggling folks. Simplify the board. Trade pieces off either to guarantee a victory or secure a draw. Not secure a loss. You're more than capable of doing that. You don't even need to simplify, right? There's actually a forced mate in 8 moves with H5, King G5, Queen H3 in here. And yes, Jan saw that because he's a 2800 caliber player.
No, he's not. He's 2766.
All right, you feel proud of yourself? You're 2700 points lower than that, so don't argue with me, hypothetically, in this recap. But this is a game of 600s. The brain is almost as smooth as a koala's. You know what I'm talking about? Avocado is mushy disgrace. So is your brain. Do you remember the good old days of being rated 500 at the game of chess? No? Is that still in your future? That's the difference between you and a 2700 playing in the Chessable Masters. There's a few other differences. Probably you shower too much. Now, you not finding mate here is a little bit upsetting, but that's okay. I mean, you can't find a mate IRL, you can't find a mate on the chessboard. It happens. Some of you guys say it. Oh, you just gotta just do this. My rating is double digit, but this is what you gotta do. You're sitting there wondering, wow, that was really funny, but I don't really understand why he's upset. I would have lost that game with white, black, purple, green, red, like doesn't really matter. Your opponent pinned your queen to your king with no protection whatsoever. And the parents there should have probably used them. But I think one of them is significantly worse than, and this is mate in 1, that's what you would play. This game, both sides can mate each other. Nobody wants to do it. Well, chess players failing to mate. I mean, what else is new? Defending the bishop, and I play b3. You lose your knight. You cry. I laugh at you. Life is good. 5 games in a row. Ridiculous. Look, when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, just don't look at the World Championship. After that relatively lengthy introduction of just about 3 minutes, but if you can't last more than 3 minutes, that's a skill you must develop not just for chess. This will be swift but painful. So, you know, story of your first date. 99 times out of 100, King in 5 beat King in 4. The only time King in 5 doesn't beat King in 4 is in your games. And that's when King in 5 loses to King in 4. No disrespect to the B7 pawn, but you're trash and useless and meaningless. Some random bozo from Norway named something like Mangoose, Mango, Charleston, I don't know, something like that. Isn't it amazing how logical chess is? You play a move to play a move. They play a move not to let you play that move. Beautiful. If only you could play like that. Sorry, I'm allergic to garbage chess. My reactions used to be way more hype. Am I getting bored of guess the elo? Well, it's kind of like your parents, right? They used to be a lot more excited when they saw you. Now they're just kind of like, this leech. They're either husband and wife or relatives. In Alabama, you can't even tell the difference. Okay, here we go. I believe they're husband and wife, but I don't know. They might just be related. Anyway, C5. By the way, if you're from Alabama, please don't be offended. We all know it's true. Black, meanwhile, is shoving their own shoes in their mouth. Blocking with something worth equal value or less, you're good. You can do this if you're really a supporter of Alexandra Botez, not the Tartakower, and not the Karpov, and not the Botez. You would find a way to hang a rook in this position. There are no rooks on the board. You've made it 4.5 minutes, all right? Maybe you've never lasted longer in your life. Is Sergey setting up the board for the next World Cup? D7, Bishop D7, or Queen D7. Shout out to Alexandra Botez. Pieces are all standing together, yet all doing nothing. Huh. It's almost like the LA Clippers when they have a 3-1 lead. It's coming home. No, it's not, because you can lose your queen. I mean, you're allowed to lose your queen. It's a bad move, but, you know, Some people have made a career on it, and they've got a, you know, gambit named after them for it.
Rook G5.
That move looks like complete shit. What? Queen B4? I mean, no disrespect, but that's a very bad move. God, that's just a garbage move. Jesus. It's the Carlos Magnuson conundrum. Like, the first, you know, 20 moves, you're trading all the pieces. You're playing like a poopy face. Any more than 30 seconds, white is done. Delete the chess account. That's it. Checkers, poker, bridge. Oh my god. At your level, it's nothing short of spectacular how many queens, rooks, bishops, knights you all managed to blunder before also blundering the game into a stalemate from a position where there are 37 checkmates possible. Some of you leave comments like, oh, I'm so tired of this, I'm unsubscribing. That's great. It's not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. No. This is not insulting. This is not insulting. This is, savage. This was put together by Pi. Do me a favor and subscribe to his channel to support him. United effort. Here we go. You're a great subscriber and an amazing person.